Hi, welcome to this Mind Lab by Unitec screencast on Introduction to Blogging. What's a blog? Well, it's short for weblog, and it consists of a series of posts or entries, and these may be written by a single author or several, and they may be personal or organizational. So why would you blog? Well, to share news or expertise or views, interests, enthusiasms, to support a community. In fact, there's lots of reasons why you might choose to blog. So when did it start? Well, back in the days of the internet, before the web, we had Usenet. And although it was mostly used for discussion, some people used it for news-style postings. And that really took off in the 1990s with the arrival of the web, with people like Justin Hall and Slashdot, with their pioneering blogs. And in fact, blogging became so popular that in 2004 it was declared Word of the Year by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So blogging terminology. Well, John Barger first used the term weblog back in 1997 as a short way of saying logging the web. And then Peter Meerholz shortened that further by using the term weblog on his site in 1999. So after that, blog became used as both a noun and a verb. The term blogger, as someone who blogs, came from the tool called Blogger, which is now owned by Google. And the world of blogging is known as the blogosphere. So what are the features of a blog? Well, of course, the main thing is the content itself, the articles, usually listed chronologically, and these are put into various categories. To support Web2 interaction, blogs typically support comments from readers, links to other blogs, this is known as a blog roll, RSS feeds, posts to other social media, Facebook, Twitter, those kinds of things, and pingbacks or trackbacks, which are link notifications from other blogs, which give us a kind of Web2 interaction between different blogs. So where can you blog? Well, there's many tools and websites you can use. Some of the more popular ones are Blogger, Tumblr, WordPress, and Weebly, among many others. What about popular blogs? Well, if you look on the web and look for popular blogs, you'll find that most of them are organizational, Huffington Post, TMZ, Business Insider, Mashable, and so on. But there are a few individual blogs that have become popular, such as Lifehacker and Gothamist. But there's a massive list of blogs that are regularly followed. So if you're going to have a blog, what kind of advice might I give you? Well, you need to try and post regularly. You don't want a blog where nothing happens for a long time. On the other hand, you don't want to do it just for the sake of it. So you really need to be thinking all the time, what would be a useful thing for me to blog? And you've got to have some kind of focus. What is your blog about? Why would anyone want to read it? Do you want it to be useful, or funny, or well-informed, or unique? You've got to have some kind of value proposition that would make other people interested. And perhaps very importantly, you should link to other resources, including other blogs. In New Zealand, there are some interesting education blogs. There is, of course, the Mind Lab blog. There's also one by the NZCER, Core Education. Richard Wells, who's been on our course, has his Learning on iPads blog. And Mark Maguire also blogs regularly about education in New Zealand. Research into blogs in education is not massive, but there are some useful articles around suggesting that blogs can support, for example, communication and collaborative skills, can support more diverse viewpoints and more commitment to writing and thinking, supporting higher cognitive skill levels. Also support for interaction, but there is some evidence that a shared blog can be demotivating. And therefore, if you're thinking of using a blog in classes, maybe individual blogs can be better. A few references here. There are plenty of other things that have been written about blogging. These are just a few useful examples from some journals and conferences. So I hope that introduction was useful, and I would encourage you to start blogging as soon as possible.